well, who are you rooting for? She said, I'm rooting for all the black people. I mean, I am. I was like, yes, I am too, girl. What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for coming back to my channel. My name is Poetry. This is Poetry's News and Twisted Views on my Twisted Life channel. I'm going to start off with some local news. I'm just going to jump right into it. I know y'all didn't expect to see me back, but I'm back. I hadn't planned on giving it up just yet, you know, so we finna go and get into it. So let me give y'all some background. Back in 2011, there was this cop named Jason Stockley who gunned down another black man named Lamar Smith. And I know y'all saying, "Doc, how many black people getting killed by cops in St. Louis?" This is like a common occurrence here, unfortunately. And this happened way before the Mike Brown situation. So let me give you a breakdown on the story. Lamar Smith was sitting in his vehicle on a parking lot of a retail establishment. The officers were driving by. They thought they saw a drug deal go down. They swooped in on his car, locked and loaded, right? Anthony drove away and tried to get away. The officer, Stockley, in a 2-minute chase, you could hear him clearly saying over his cop car dash, "We gonna kill this motherfucker right now." That's not his exact words. I think his exact words was like, "I'm gonna kill him today, now." And he took his AK-47 assault rifle that was not issued by the police department or sanctioned to be carried by the police department, and in hand, he told the driver to ram the SUV into Smith's car. So they rammed into him. When he rammed into him, Stockley jumped out, shot 5 bullets into the back of the car. Went back to his car for something else and then shot 2 more times. And this all happened within a 2-minute chase. So the prosecution has already determined that the gun that Stockley said he found had to be planted in the car because the DNA evidence was Stockley's. There was no fingerprints from Smith at all. And I don't believe there's been any drugs found either, because remember, this was a suspected drug stop. But I don't recall there being any drugs found either. The gun, like I said, he went back into his car a few times, according to the video feed that was suppressed early on. And this is now 2017, and all this is just coming back out. He has since quit the force, moved to Texas, and made a new life. And they went down to Texas and arrested his ass and brought him back here for the case. He decided to waive a jury trial, so he had a bench trial. Come to find out, from what I'm hearing, the judge that was on the case is a relative of his. I don't know what the connection is, but they say he's a relative. But the DNA, like I said, the DNA evidence showed that the gun had to be a plant because there was no DNA evidence. Now, if there's an officer going to a scene of a crime and they're retrieving a weapon, they usually don't do that with their bare hands. There was no gunshot residue found on Lamar Smith either to indicate that he had shot a gun, because the officer was saying that he was reaching for a gun to shoot at them. Yeah, so that's how that all went down. Back in 2012, they said that they didn't have enough evidence to prosecute. So his daughter filed for a wrongful death suit. They recently paid out the wrongful death suit in $900,000. A new prosecutor came in after a new police chief came in, and they decided to try the case. They had new evidence that came up. I believe it was the video footage of the dash cam, right? So they tried it again, went before the judge, and as of Friday, the judge says, "You know what? I know y'all got this DNA evidence that says that he was the only one who touched that gun, but in my 30 years experience, even though I was sleeping during most of the fucking trial, they got pictures of that shit too, but in my 30-year experience, there is no urban heroin dealer that I could think of that does not have a gun." I think they made it a heroin case because, you know, heroin ran rapid in St. Louis City for white folks. Y'all know damn well most people in the city of St. Louis selling crack, if they selling anything at all. But he was supposed to be a heroin dealer in 2011. But so yeah, so the judge decided to throw it out and said that there was no case, and this motherfucker got off. So all the way up leading to this case, y'all know I was participating in the Mike Brown protests, Trayvon Martin protests, and so forth. Everybody's been getting ready. They had already said that St. Louis was gonna blow the fuck up if something went down in this city with that case. And what has happened? St. Louis has blown the fuck up. Ever since Friday, they've been setting it off with protests left and right. Started with downtown at the case, went to the jail center, the city hall, and it's just blowing up. There are a lot of black people who are bitching about the way the protesters are protesting, or why they go there, why they do that, why they break that window, why they do this. Y'all so fucking worried about broken windows, but y'all not worried about the cops unjustifiably killing another black man in this city. Now, he may have been selling heroin. Like I said, I don't recall heroin being found, but let's say he was a drug dealer. Let's just say he was. He still deserves a fair fucking trial. He does not deserve to be gunned down within a 2-minute time frame after the officer clearly said he was gonna kill that motherfucker. He gunned him down. He didn't deserve that. He deserves a fair trial. There was just 2 white boys driving from one suburban area to another suburban area here in St. Louis. Had a shootout with the police. The cities are like, the suburban areas about 20 miles apart from each other. Had a shootout for that long with the police. They are still alive today. Probably even got Burger King on the way to jail. Yes, they did. Quite sure they would get a nice fair trial too, and probably still a fucking walk. So anywho, I had friends on YouTube and Facebook, not YouTube, on Facebook telling me, well, we need to hit them in the pockets. We need to hit them in the pockets. Yes, we do need to hit them in the pockets. There needs to be an economic boycott. But truth be told, where the fuck are we gonna get our shit from? There's not enough black farmers out here for us to be getting our own food. Hell, we still gotta get permits from the white folks in order to get the land. I have land that they won't even show up for to farm on for free. But still, other things. You still gotta go through people, leaps and bounds, just to get the things that you say you want to do in order to do a boycott. Can't do an economic boycott when you have no foundation to provide to the people. You can't take away shit from people if you don't have any other means for them to get to where they need to go. Okay, but let's go ahead and do this economic boycott, right? So since Friday, let me tell you what has happened. U2 concert has been shut down. Ed Sheeran concert shut down. Gladys Knight tribute shut down. And I know she black, but sometimes gotta get in crossfires. It's still money flowing in through the city, so shut down. The Powell Symphony Hall, which holds our orchestras, shut down. 2 malls, City Hall, all the court dockets, 2 gentrified neighborhoods, 2 gentrified business districts, not just neighborhoods, business districts. I think they hit I wasn't there today, they hit some of the colleges who have known to support the injustice systems. They had a couple of them today. They went back to City Hall again this morning. They are shutting this city down. Shutting this city down. I have not been as active as I was in the Mike Brown case because I think I kind of found my place. There are different levels to the shit. There's the front line, there's the research, there's the jail bailout. There's a lot of things that people are doing, and I found my place. You don't even know what the fuck it is. It doesn't matter. But so yeah, we shutting shit down. And the people who've been complaining, where were they? They went out there assisting in the economic shutdown. They sitting on Facebook bitching about how other people protest. That like they are talking about how the fuck I'm throwing my punch, as if they even stepped their ass near a fight before. And these are the same motherfuckers who can't even turn off a TV to boycott the NFL. Speaking of boycotting the NFL, we have heard that the NFL's pockets economically have been hit hard by the boycott. Millions of viewership has went down, millions of dollars lost. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Even with everybody not participating, I still think that's a beautiful thing that they are shutting shit down like that. Speaking of sports, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep on rolling with sports. Who am I gonna go to next? Sloan Spencer. I fucking love her. Who was ranked 975th back in May, I believe, because she had an injury or something like that. But she was ranked that low. Came out and whooped ass in the U.S. Open. Yes, girl, yes. $3.75 million check. And her interviews and responses to her win and her money and her friend that she beat but got paid as well, her responses are so unapologetically black. She has become my new favorite person. I'm telling you, I love me that girl. I do, baby. I do. I ain't mad at it. I am so reveling in the way in which she interviews. Speaking also of sports, ESPN, I don't know what they call themselves. She's not like a sportscaster. Jamila Harris basically went on a Twitter rant about the dude who's supposed to be living in the White House, Zero, about how he's a white supremacist, a racist, and she listed all of her reasons why, which, yeah, I didn't see. Where was the lie? Where was the lie? So, Zero does a whole motherfucking press conference about firing her, trying to get her fired from her post. Now, ESPN issued a statement saying, you know, her views are not our views. Jamila came back and issued a statement as well saying, my views are not their views, they mine. I meant them. I'm not apologizing for what I said. I'm just saying I apologize that the company that I work for got caught in the crossfires. Now, ESPN tried to sit her down off the air for a little bit. Her co-workers, Smith was like, no, I ain't going on air unless she going on air. So they stood by her, you know what I'm saying? And as of right now, she still has a job. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as of right now, she still has a job. More sports news. I guess it's really sports. It's not really sports, but Serena Williams had her baby Goober. Oh my God, so adorable, so adorable. Now everybody wants her to get married. Marriage ain't for everybody, y'all. I still want to get married again, but still. Anywho, let's move on. Over the past couple weeks, baby, we have had some hellacious weather. Hurricane Harvey hit the Gulf Coast area and fucked up Houston. It was like Katrina revised, and the saddest part to me was that a lot of the people that were in Houston were people who fled from Katrina. So now they're experiencing this same thing over and over again, and we got another president in the office. I can't even call him a president. We got Zero in the office who clearly don't give a damn about black people. I was waiting for Kanye to come out and say that shit, but I keep forgetting that Kanye like his ass. But so after Harvey, then we had Hurricane Irma. Irma ripped through the Caribbean and then made landfall on Florida. And people that know me, people that's on Twitter, on my Twitter feed, people that I talk to off of YouTube, y'all know I was freaking out. I have family members in Texas, family members in Florida, family members in the Caribbean. I was spazzing out. I was still stressing out about the flooding that happened in Sierra Leone because I had friends there who I hadn't heard from. Okay, I heard from those friends. They made it to Florida, had to evacuate Florida. They made it to Atlanta, and they was in the dark in Atlanta, but they were going to stay there. I was stressed out. On top of it was wildfires going on in LA. Got family there. It was just so much at one motherfucking time coming in together. And so after Irma, then you had Katia hitting the Gulf Coast again, causing a doggone tsunami. Sky doggone earthquake up in Idaho. Then we got Jose. Jose is zigzagging. He's like, y'all ain't gonna track me. Jose is zigzagging. But right behind Jose, dear God, there is another hurricane right now, happening right this minute before I started this video. Hurricane Maria, that is threatening to fuck up the Caribbean once again. Puerto Rico has already told its citizens to evacuate. If you stay in flood zones, you will die. There is nothing else that I can say about that. That is what they're actually telling those people. Places like the Dominican and Guadelupe are destined to be fucked up again. This is just 2 weeks after after Irma came through and just totally devastated these countries. Like Barbuda, 90% of the properties were damaged. They have to relocate a whole country. Like, Barbuda's not a city, it's a country. When you hear people talk about it, you hear Antigua, Barbuda. Those are two separate places. Antigua is 40 miles, I want to say east of Barbuda, but they are under the same prime minister. 1,600 people displaced. Fuck, they gonna go. You know what I'm saying? St. Martin, the Turks and Caicos, Anguilla, all of them were hit so hard, but you don't hear a lot of relief efforts going toward those people at all. Especially not like the relief efforts that we had for Haiti. And I think that was because of a lot of misuse of the funds that went towards Haiti. It's people in Haiti still, what do they do with all that money? It's hard for me to donate money because I like to know that the people I'm sending the money to is actually being helped. I mean, I gotta know it. So like, I would prefer to go down myself and like bring blankets and cook food and hold hand. I would prefer to do that myself than actually send money. Or if I'm sending money, I'm putting money in hands of like friends or family members that say, yes, I'm affected. Like, there was a few people here that I know in the YouTube community, and they was had told me that their power was out, and I was like, you know, if you need something, I got you. You know, that's just the way that I try to roll on that. Let me break. I need to drink some water real quick. Hold on. All right, so we got all these freaking storms going on, all this bad weather, all these earthquakes and landslides and mudslides and all this stuff, and Zero is still considering backing out the Paris climate agreement. As of this morning, I think that he said he was trying to figure out a way not to back out of it, but 2 days ago he was trying to back out of it again. And basically, the Paris agreement is to help combat I can't even think of the word. I can't think of the word. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. The climate control. It's to help combat the bad shit. I can't even think of it. So basically, the one thing that I was concerned about the agreement though is that Paris wants to ban all petrol and diesel fuel vehicles by 2040. Like, doesn't everything run on petrol or diesel? Like, unless they're electric, is that they want to go all electric? Is that if anybody understands what that Paris agreement, that part of it, break that down for me. Like, how are we going to completely 100% move away from it by 2040 and ban everything that's petrol? I understand the reducing emissions, but banning it 100%, that's the only one I don't understand how they were going to be able to do that. And they want to no longer use coal for electricity by 2022. I think that was possible. And when we get done talking, Flint still doesn't have clean drinking water. They still don't. Okay. So I'm going to move on to entertainment. So we had the Emmys this week, and they had 3 historical events happen. Lena Waithe, she was the writer for oh my god, I can't think of the show now. I just had it in my head. Anyway, she was the first Black woman writer to receive an Emmy for a comedy series. And to add icing to the cake, she did a big shout out to the LGBTIQ alphabet people. I have to say that because I don't know all the doggone letters. Plus, she, in her speech, I was like, go ahead on, sister girl. She's from Chicago, Midwest. Hey girl, hey. I'm St. Louis, but she's Chicago. They just down the street. And so she did a big shout out for that. Then Danny Glover, Childish Gambino, you know, in the hip hop industry, he received 2 Emmys. His first one was for the first Black person to ever receive an award for directing a comedy show with all Black writers. Then he also took home the lead actor in a comedy series. He is the only person, the only person since 1985, Black person since 1985 to receive that award. Last person was Benson, Robert Guillaume played Benson, and then Sterling K. Brown, whose speech got cut off by the Emmys. He acts in This Is Us. I love that show. I'm going to be recapping it. It starts September 24th, September 26th. I'll be recapping it. But he's received an Emmy for the lead black actor in a drama series, and he is the only black actor to receive this award since 1998. And I want to say it was Andre Bauer for Gideon's Crossing. I didn't watch Gideon's Crossing. I thought Andre Bauer should have won it for The Practice. That show used to be my junk. But okay, so he's the first black actor since then to receive that award since 1998, and it makes him the fourth black actor in history of the damn Emmys, 69 years to ever receive that award. I'm just like, okay, first of all, this is random. Who is the person that's keeping track of all of our first black events? Like, somebody got like a catalog and encyclopedia out there that's keeping track of who all the first are. How do you know who all the, I can see with the Academy Awards, but I seen something on like Facebook. It was like, this is the first black person to own a grocery store out in Crenshaw, or the first black girl to ever own a grocery store. I was like, how do you know this? Who is keeping track of all our first blacks? Big up to you, whoever you are, keeping us in the loop. Issa Rae, baby, they are mad at Issa Rae. She was interviewed after the Emmys, and they asked her, oh, who are you rooting for? She said, I'm rooting for all the black people. I mean, I am. I was like, yes, Issa. I am too, girl. I don't even watch the Emmys for real, but I'm rooting for anybody black. There used to be a time where a friend of mine, she's so black power this, but she's so black American power. So when there was a lot of African actors receiving awards, she got offended that it was given to a black African American actor. And I was like, girl, they black. You better recognize. That's when I was talking about sports last time, when I was talking about Usain Bolt and Justin Caitlin, and people was mad. I was like, I don't give a damn that he Jamaican, he black. Root him on. That's how I be feeling. So yeah, people was mad at Issa though, girl. Go ahead on Issa Rae. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. So let's see. Last but not least, I'm gonna try to do these little shorts because I did not know this video was 22 minutes long. Kevin Hart and his fuck shit. He released an apology to his wife for cheating amid a sex tape scandal. Okay, I do not want to see Kevin Hart ass in no sex tape. The boy like my height. No, I don't want to see Kevin Hart in no fucking sex tape. But he issued this apology, and I know Tori is somewhere like this sipping some tea, baby. Yes, she is. I know Tori is. Anywho, zero on these motherfuckers in Korea. Baby, we got this goddamn civil war going on here, right here in these here United States, and all this destruction. In the meantime, North Korea over there testing bombs and shit. They said they finna increase their nuclear presence. And so, in response to them, the U.S. went and dropped some live bombs. I'm like, oh, trying to flex their muscles. I was like, what is going on? Now, the way I feel about this North Korea and United States bomb issue is the same way I felt about Pearl Harbor. This shit a fucking setup. It's a setup. It's an economic setup. Somebody's trying to throw power left and right, here and there. And same thing I feel with Russia. This all, they all in cahoots together. Russia, North Korea, and zero. All together. That's my personal opinion. You don't like it, fuck you, I don't care. Let's see. Gonna move on to, oh, I'm done. So that's all I got left is like celebrity birthdays this week, celebrity anniversaries. Like I said, I already announced that little Serena had her little baby goober. Hey! I think Cardi B, the rapper, and I guess she's considered a rapper now. She was an Instagram celeb, stripper, and reality show person. Now she's a rapper. Doing good though. Homegirl dropping mixtape after mixtape. I think she did 2 in this year already. Receiving awards left and right. And I actually like Bodak Yellow. People say that she mumble rap. I could understand everything she's saying there. I actually like Bodak Yellow. But anyway, her and Offset from Migos, who I can understand a motherfucking thing that they say, they announced that they were getting engaged. Rihanna is supposed to be engaged to her 2-month-old boyfriend, the Arab guy. Is he Arab? I might be wrong. I think he is Arab. But they've been together 2 months, and they announced they're going to get married, and they're going to have 2 fucking weddings, one in his country and one of hers. I was like, you're moving too fast, Rihanna. Speaking of Rihanna, girl, Rihanna released her makeup line. Set the world on fire, baby. 40 different shades, from white to the deep, darkest melanated sister that could possibly be. Well, not the darkest, but some of them get real damn close. Sisters are loving this makeup. I don't wear makeup. Although I wanted to try it. I was like, anybody get some free samples, some shit, so I could try it for girls who don't wear makeup to see what I look like. Get my glow on. But go ahead on, bad girl Riri. I love me some Rihanna. Jada Pinkett Smith, her birthday is this week. Holly Robinson Peete, birthday this week. Dougie Fresh, birthday this week. He 51, y'all. Y'all realize that? Danielle Brooks from Orange is the New Black, her birthday is this week. Who else? Ricky Bell from New Edition, his birthday this week. Aisha Tyler from the show is The Talk. I think she's supposed to be quitting the show. Her birthday is this week. It's so many doggone birthdays this week, baby. So many. So if you are having a birthday, an anniversary, or you had a milestone, you achieved something, and this is your anniversary of that, or you finna start something, and you're gonna do it this week, shout yourself out down in the comment section. I don't mind. Go ahead, shout it out. Show nothing but love. I ain't mad at you. That's the end of Poetry's News and Twisted Views. Go ahead down in the comment section. Speak your opinion on anything that I said in the video. If you get insulting, I will get insulted back with your bitch ass and eventually block you. So, yeah. Just it's a way to talk to people and be respectful in the conversation. You don't have to respect what they say, but be respectful in the conversation, in the tone in which you say that motherfucker on this page. That's all I'm saying. And that's it. Poetry's News and Twisted Views. It'll be back again next week. Next week I should be giving y'all the movies that I'm gonna see in October. The only one that I think I'm gonna see this month is It. I wasn't gonna see it at first, but my daughter told me it wasn't as scary as the book was, because the book, I didn't even want to touch the pages trying to read that book, but it was good. It was good. So I might go see it. And then, I'll announce a big announcement tomorrow on my Travel and Talk Tuesday when I talk all about me and my celebrity self. Thank y'all for coming back. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all the notifications. Peace.